Deanne from hairstyles.com. Today we're going to redo our Katniss braid. The first video we did on Katniss braid was before the video came out, the movie came out, excuse me, back in March. And I started the braid a little high and a little forward, and it's bugged me ever since. So we're going to redo it today since the movie's out on video. The braiding technique that we did in the original video is still the same. I'm just going to show you really where to start it better. So when you go to start your Katniss braid, you're going to want to start it down here behind the ear. Her braid goes pretty much almost from ear to ear, so it starts low. And so you're going to want to take like this whole front section in front of the ear to start the braid out with. And so again, you're doing the Dutch braid, which is different from a regular French braid, because in a regular French braid you take the hair over, and in a Dutch French braid you're going to take the hair under. So the first, I'm going to take that piece under, and then I'm going to take this piece under. Okay, and now just like you would in a regular French braid, we're going to grab a piece of hair from up here, combine it with this one, and then bring it under. And I use my middle finger to kind of hook and hold it down while I pull it under. A lot of people say that the Dutch braid they feel is a little more difficult than a regular braid. Bring it together, and there's my middle finger. I just use that to kind of hook it and pull it in. I think it might be a little more difficult because you're going under and you can't see quite as well, and your fingers aren't as used to it, so it feels like it gets tangled up a little easier. Okay, so we're just going to, from the bottom, bring it in. Comb it out a little bit. Okay, now a really cool thing, Mindy from hairstyles.com was actually able to have a FaceTime conversation with the lady that did the hair in the Hunger Games. And in that conversation, she was able to learn a lot of fun things about the hair techniques that were used in making that movie. One of the things that we learned from that FaceTime is that they used a tool called a top styler. Right, if you want to just use your fingers to kind of straighten things out, you can. But they used a tool called a top styler and they curled the top section of the hair before they did the braid to give it some texture. And she has a video on that shows you how to use that top styler tool to create that texture on the top. So that's kind of a fun one to watch and hear.
Also, wireless.
Okay, then I'm just going to finish it up over here. On this side, I just pulled the rest of that hair in. And then you're going to just keep braiding it down. So this is a little more accurate as far as the starting point on the hair. So start it behind the ear. You know what, let me just straighten this out a little bit right here. It's a little looser than I want it to be. And you know, her braid isn't perfect in the movie either, so that's good. But anyway, so start it low behind the ear right there, and then if you want it to be really super authentic, then you can kind of curl that top layer. So there is, once again, an updated Katniss braid. And we appreciate all of you guys for watching us, and hopefully this will help you a little bit, make your Katniss braid a little more accurate.
Hey, I'm Deanne from hairstyles.com. Today I'm going to show you how to do a side French fishtail braid. Her hair's wet, and I've combed it over to the side a little bit already. And I'm going to start by just taking a section about this big, kind of in the middle. And I'm going to split it in half. And
And I'm going to start by bringing from the outside to the inside, and from the outside to the inside. And now this time, I'm going to do outside to the inside, and I'm going to bring in a piece from this side also that's hanging down and cross it over. And I'm going to do the same on this. I'm going to bring the outside from what I'm holding, and then I'm going to grab a section of what's hanging and pull it over with that, and then kind of tighten it up. So an outside piece from what's in my hands, and then a piece from the head. Bring it over. So we're just going to kind of keep doing this all the way around. She had her hair like this a little while ago, and we got about 5 or 6 compliments on it when we were out and about. So we thought we'd show you. We were just messing, but we thought we'd show you what we did. So from the outside to the inside, and then some of the hanging hair, and add it over. Outside to the inside. And this, I'm bringing it all the way around, the section of hair. I'm bringing it all the way around from up here into it. So you just kind of keep just adding some in. Fishtail braids can take a while, so see, I'm going to take some and just add that into it. You could pick up both pieces at the same time. I like to do it separate, like in 2 steps. So the first step is bring this piece over, and the second step add into it, is how I like to do it.
Other way.
Okay. Okay, now my angle's weird.
You're okay. Just turn a little bit this way.
Okay.
Perfect.
She said we couldn't see you. Okay. Or you couldn't see us. Okay, is that you good? Okay. Sorry, everybody. That's the hard thing about doing this on video, is you have to stand weird so people can kind of see what you're trying to do. And sometimes our hands get in the way, and we apologize. Okay, so the outside over. Bring some of this around. Outside over. Bring some of this around. Now I'm going to take a little bit thicker section of hair on this side, so that I'll have the same amount when I end. Well, so that I end it at the same time. Okay, so this side over. I'm going to pull that in. And this side over. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my last pieces I've left. I've got that much hanging underneath. And so I'm going to just kind of split it in half and pull half of it this way. Up. Okay, and pull this section in. And then you've got it all caught up in the French braid part of it. And now you're just going to do your regular fishtail braid as long as you want the fishtail braid to be. So you can take it the whole length of the hair, or you can just end it short and leave it a longer tail, whatever you want to do. Just depends on how long you want to spend braiding it. so we're just going to end it about right here. And about there. I think this. Okay, so there you have a French fishtail braid on the side.